What's up, guys? Today we are going to start a cold email campaign to get marketing clients. If you guys don't know me, my name's Gabe. My main business is real estate, but we have a side business because we've gotten really good at marketing. We've started taking on clients, and so today I'm gonna do the work of getting an email campaign set up, getting the leads started rolling in, and you guys can hop along and watch me work. To give you an idea of the strategy, what we're doing here. I've done this a few other times with different niches, and it's worked pretty well. And today we're going to be working on um, driving schools. There are surprisingly driving schools out there without websites. Creating an easy AI built website for people takes 15, 20 minutes. And it can really help businesses that don't have a decent website. And there are surprisingly a lot of them out there. So this is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be emailing these businesses and saying, hey, we built this website. Would you like us to customize it for your business? It could take 2 minutes and we actually have something to show them. And so I built it with Bolt. Let me share the screen here. 1 second. All right. So here, this is the kind of stand-in website that we're going to be showing them. Built it with Bolt, obviously. And the prompt that I did first, I went to ChatGPT. This is not it, but I went to ChatGPT and I basically said, what are best practices for making a driving school website? Give me all the pages. It did that. And then I popped it into Bolt and I said, I would like for you to make me a driving school website, follow best practices for making a page with this structure. And then I put in the ChatGPT structure that it gave me. It built the page, and here we are with a clean looking website that we can easily customize for anybody out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be getting leads from probably Appify, and then we will send them this website. We'll say, hey, this is a website that we built, and we can customize it for your business. And then we'll hopefully get on the call with them and build them a website. So let's get those leads. All right, so let's minimize stuff so we're not cluttered about. And go over to Appify. I will put the link for Appify below. It will be my affiliate link, but it does help me if you guys use my link to get accounts. So if you guys want to follow the same format, Appify is great. I'm going to go to an actor that I've used in the past. Just go to appify.com, grab the link there, and then you go to Google Maps Extractor. That's what the little icon looks like there. This one's great because you pay per result and not per, like a lot of them go on, time and stuff, month. So you pay $25 a month plus usage, but this is just per result. And for some reason, I like those better. It's $6 for 1,000 leads, which is fantastic in my mind. So I'm going to go there. I already put driving school in there. The search term that we're going to be using is driving school. I'm going to put 1,500. It'll be like $10 or something like that. And then I put the category will be driving school, obviously, for what I'm doing. We want a minimum star rating of 3. So we know that they're actually in business. People have gone to their business and they've rated them. And so they do have business coming in. I'm going to try to scrape only places without a website. I don't know how many there will be. I think more likely what we'll have to do is scrape businesses that just have poor websites, which you can't actually find on, you can't have Appify look for a poor website. So you're just going to have to scrape them all and then send emails, and hopefully you'll get the poor ones in there as well. But I'm going to do without a website and we'll see how it goes. And then I take off the closed places. So if it's permanently or temporarily closed, we don't want those coming into us. All right. So with that said, let me get us going here with a location. Country is obviously United States. And so we are going to be, let's just do a whole state. Let's do, I'm sure Texas has a lot of driving schools, or what's another one that's not as, let's do Iowa. Might as well, right? No, not Iowa. This really doesn't matter. You shouldn't hold on so long to figure out the actual state that you're going to be working with. But I will do, what's one? We'll do Tennessee. Ugh, is that how you spell Tennessee? I think so. Yes. There's so many double letters in Tennessee. I always get confused. We'll do Tennessee. Go ahead and add that. All right. And then I think that's it. Um, it would be great to do just the second page and higher, but um, I think we're good. I think I'm going to do, wait, what do I have here? I have number of places to extract per search term, 1,500. I'm just going to do 1,000, and we're going to work with 1,000 and see how that goes. What we really should do is just do it per city, because then you'll know that if they're not on the first page of Google, that they aren't getting the traffic that they should be getting. I think I'm going to do that. I'll do national. What's a good population of? We're doing 1,000. There's not going to be 1,000 driving schools in Tennessee. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to start it, and hopefully we can get some good results here. So the actor will start running, and you'll see it start populating down here in just a second. See it starting up right over here. We're going to get the data will start rolling in here, and then we're going to start working on the emails. So I'll keep you guys updated as we move forward. Oh, there we go. All right, so I just I'm going to be adding this link, or I just deployed the app that we built. So I'll bring this over here. I deployed this app. So now it actually is on a website. And you'll notice here's the URL. It's not a really pretty URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Linktree. I'm going to go, shoot, where's the link shortener? Right here. We're going to go ahead and post this in, shorten a link. Put it there, and then we're going to how do we change that link? I forget. Oh, here we go. Oops, no. 1 second, I gotta fix this. All right, so I shortened it, and then I changed the URL to driving school demo. We're gonna copy that, and this is what we'll use in the emails that we send. A lot of people, when they see something, wanky or weird like this, Lucent Druid, whatever, they won't want to click on it. So just use a URL shortener, and then put in words there that make sense, that actually look like a website, and then it'll be more, people will be less prone to think it's spam. So but yeah, now we can go ahead and put this in, and it will go directly to the website, and we can use this as a demo in the emails we'll send. All right, so let's see, there we go. The Appify just finished. It looks like it didn't go through the whole thing, but it got enough. Only it only charged me 4 cents. It only has 7 results. That can't be accurate. We're gonna rerun this and see if we can get some more contacts, because 7 results seems extremely low. So we're gonna resurrect, and we're gonna let this run again to see if it can get some more data there. So while that's happening, I was going into the emails. The next step after this is to get make sure that we got good emails for the businesses. I used to use finish working again. That's really weird. I'm gonna have to look into this. I used to use DataZap, which is a good platform to get emails from, but I was looking around for other platforms to use, and I just found DropContact. This one is 6 cents per lead, per skip traced lead. When you get a valid email address, but it doesn't have a minimum. So when you do DataZap, it's 3 cents, so half the cost, but it has a minimum batch job of $125. So 125 divided by you need 4,166 leads to just do one batch. And that's too much. I don't need 4,000 in one go. And so it'll be nicer to have kind of one-off things. And so contact, I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes. And I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know how it works out. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to work on Appify and see if we can get some more driving schools in here, because I mean, there's definitely more than 7 driving schools in Tennessee. I'll tell you that much. Um, so I'm going to work on this and see if we can get a full, data set there, and then I'll skip trace it, and then we'll build the instantly campaigns, and then we'll be done. All right, so I looked through Appify, and the reason it couldn't find data is because it was only looking for businesses, like I said earlier, without websites. I don't think that's the way to go here. I think we need to be looking for businesses with poor websites, which just means we're basically gonna skip trace everything, or scrape everything in a given location. Um, but what I am going to do, no websites, that is kind of a gold mine. So I'm just going to skip trace the entire US, these businesses that have 3-star ratings that don't have a website, which is going to be very few. But if we can get, 100 of them and get their email addresses, we might be able to make something happen. After this, I'll just run, with websites as well, and we'll see if we can find some ones that have some poor websites and then upload them to the campaign. So, um, yeah, I'll run this and we'll be back in a second. All right. So while that is working, and you see we are getting quite a few more leads, so that was the problem. While that is working, we're going to go over here to instantly, and we're going to start up this campaign. I'm actually going to duplicate a campaign I used in the past for no website businesses. And we'll go in here. Yeah, here we go. We got the sequence here. Starting out, are those all the same? Oh, they are the same. Yeah, because I was using different what do you call those, subject lines. So I'm going to build this out to be relevant to what we're talking about here. Again, we're using that email or that website that we built for demo. So I'm going to add that into these emails, and then I'm going to prompt them to give me a call or to go to our website and sign up. Yeah, and we'll go from there. I'll update these, and then I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. All right, so I just finished out the instantly campaign. I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I mean, it's actually kind of long right now, so it's not short, but do got to head off to the gym. But before I do that, these are the emails. So they're pretty generic. It just says, "Hey, I saw you don't have a website on Google. I built you a demo one here. There's the link. They can check it out." And I added one, kind of longer one that kind of goes into the in depth on why they should be, reaching out. And then a couple of them have the Calendly link where they can schedule. Otherwise, they're just going to be responding here. So that is and I want to. I'm not using Penguin AI Agency anymore. Get rid of that. We're using Penguin Growth Agency. Let's change that up. Okay. So that is the campaign, and then it's going to go to these as well. They're going to get follow-up emails. And then the Appify is running. It looks like we have 500 results already, which costs $3. How crazy is that? Super cheap. So once that's done, I'm going to be skip tracing it or appending the email using DropContact. I'm going to upload it to instantly, and I'm going to fire it off, and I'll tell you guys how many leads we get. All right, if you guys have questions, as always, just email me or get the link in the description. I'll have contact information, that kind of stuff. I'll also put a link in the description for Instantly if you guys want to get a subscription there, as well as Appify. And again, those are affiliate links. I do get a commission if you guys sign up, but it does help me a lot, and so I do appreciate if you do use those links. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next episode on the next video.